I think e-commerce obviously is the buzzword for everything, but any warehouse is capable of becoming an e-commerce centre, depending on its size. If it's doing last mile, it has pick-up and delivery, the pud fingers at the back. It's definitely an influence as retail is declining, so warehousing is benefiting from that decline. We're seeing a lot of occupiers who are actually starting to take their own premises and run e-commerce from it. So rather than the big Amazon stores, which are Amazon warehouses, which are just set out for e-commerce, a lot of our customers are actually doing bits of e-commerce. But it's increasing their demand. They need space for returns. They need space for delivery. There's much more lorry movement. So we're seeing it as quite an advantage and a good thing for warehousing generally.
I don't think on the capital market side, I don't think there's a huge body of evidence in the market, and these facilities are relatively new and haven't been transacted, or they've been developed by a significant group next to me, and then put into linked investment funds and vehicles. I think that will evolve, and I think the rate of growth and the expansion and the level of development that's happening in their new markets, not picking any particular occupiers out in general, will lead to a greater interest from investors generally. I think there's a lot of educating that's going on with traditional investment funds and balance vehicles about the differentiating factors and the key operational characteristics of those buildings. That is still a work in progress, really, so that they start being priced and seen as attractive and seen as a key part of the supply chain alongside standard 3PL logistics. In terms of take-up, I think if you look at the statistics over for the last 18 months or so, 2 years, take-up has been about 15 to 20% in France, Germany and UK of e-commerce related facilities. And I think given what's going on in Central Europe at the moment, it's going to be a very material and significant proportion of the take-up in that market as well.